Clashes between Egyptian security forces and protesters continued for a second day in Tahrir Square in Cairo. Dozens have been injured as police fired tear gas to disperse the crowds. The unrest continues from Tuesday as security forces battle to disperse the crowds. Many of the protesters are believed to be relatives of people killed during the protests that led to the ouster of the former President Hosni Mubarak. They're frustrated over what they consider to be the slow pace of prosecution of officers believed to be responsible for the deaths. Jazeera's Ayman Mohyeldin joins us now on the phone from Cairo. Ayman, I believe you are close to Tahrir Square. What can you tell us about what the situation is like right now?
That's right, Rita. We were in Tahrir Square just a few seconds ago, but the course of the protest has moved slightly into one of the side alleyways that leads to the Ministry of Interior building, and it is here where the confrontation really has firmed in, if you will. What is happening is on one end, on the side of the Ministry of Interior, there are riot police belonging to the Central Security Forces, and all throughout the alleyway that leads to that building, I would say about 1,000 or so protesters are marching. You can probably hear the sound of the banging that is taking place. These are some of the protesters banging on anything that is metal or steel along the side of the road and trying to encourage people to walk on out of Tahrir down that alleyway. Throughout the course of the morning, the security police has really been very aggressive in the way that they have been trying to push back the protesters. They have been firing tear gas throughout the morning, rubber bullets, and in some cases really driving up forward with some of their armored vehicles to push the crowds back. It does not seem that for the time being, the police has given away any territory that is close to the Ministry of Interior buildings, though protesters' numbers continue to grow in this side street.
Does that then mean that the police is still in Tahrir Square? Because the Prime Minister, Issam Sharaf, said earlier today that they had withdrawn from Tahrir Square in order to reduce tensions.
It does not seem at this point from where we are standing that the police have withdrawn completely. They have moved away from the center of Tahrir Square where they were last night and pushed back a little bit closer to one of the side streets, but are not at this particular point going back any further. They seem to be at the end of the street, which leads to the Ministry of Interior building. Perhaps that's as far as they are going to withdraw at this particular point. They said they are certainly not in the same position that they were in late last evening, closer to Tahrir Square.
Ayman, for now, thank you very much. Ayman Mohyeldin in Cairo.